Namaskar friends. Welcome to Presha Yoga and I am Presha. This class is designed for the time when you're feeling anxious and you want to feel calm and at peace. We're going to be using a number of props since this is a restorative class. This yoga blocks is something that we are going to use, including the strap, yoga strap. If you don't have strap, you can use a belt or you can use a long sleeve t-shirt. We're going to be also using a light blanket, a bed cover can work too. If you don't have blocks, then you can maybe hold on to cushions, which are firm cushions, not the soft ones. So roll out your mat and let's get started. Anxiety can be triggered due to various things. It could be due to work or personal life, or even the constant information and news which is fed in our minds through social media and other modes. So through this class, we are trying to calm ourselves down and go into a mode where we are not always in a fight or flight mode, but in more of a rest and self-care mode. So for this, we're going to start first on our hands and knees, and we're going to come on all fours. And from your all fours, of course, we're going to place the wrists under the shoulders, spread the fingers, knees under the hips. Keep the spine and the back of the neck in line. You can curl your toes. Take an inhale, arch your back and lift your tailbone, coming into a conventional cow stretch. This is, you're pushing your chest forward here. And with an exhale, pressing the floor and rounding the spine. Inhale, again, arch and lift your tailbone. And exhale to round. Again, inhale, arch. And exhale, press the floor and really exaggerate pressing away and rounding. Wonderful. Come back to center. We're going to be using those blocks now. So place your blocks in the front on the highest level, shoulder width apart. Now from here, we're going to start to walk the hands a little forward. Curl the toes if they aren't curled, and then start to lift your knees and drive your hips up to downward dog. Now, if your heels don't reach in downward dog, absolutely okay. You can keep your heels up here, but just work on driving your hips up. You can also keep your knees bent, but again, work on driving your hips up. So all options are great options. Take an inhale. And with an exhale, slowly look forward and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Place your hands on those blocks. Take an inhale, lengthen, halfway, flat back. And exhale to fold and release. Inhale, slowly lift your fingers off the blocks and roll the spine up in slow motion. And just the way you've come up, we're going to go down like a waterfall. So again, go down, slowly rolling the spine again. And down like a waterfall, and we reach the fingers on the blocks again to a forward fold. Relax your head, bend your knees. Inhale, extension in your spine and your legs, lengthen halfway. And now with an exhale, bring your hands down and again step back to downward facing dog. So the intention here in this class is to open the upper body, the chest area, the lungs. Since this is designed for dealing with anxiety, the intention is to open the lung area so that we breathe better in order to be able to tackle the outside situation better. When we breathe better, we are more present, we are more in the now, and we can think better as well, think with more clarity. So please lift your heels up here and drop both your heels to the right. So you're now trying to open through your left side of your chest and holding on to this twist here. We're going to stay here for 3. Opening and breathing into the left side of your body. 2. 1. Lift your heels again up, come back to center and slowly pivot your heels and drop them to the left this time. Opening through the right side and really press a little bit more with your hands to drive your hips up and work on turning your upper body slightly to the right. Again, breathing into the right side of your body for 3, 2, 1. And lift your heels again up, and with an exhale, bring your knees down. Now, once your knees are down, step your right foot forward between your hands. We're going to be using our blocks again. So place your blocks somewhere to the left corner of your room and your mat, okay? And place your blocks on the lowest level. Put your hands on the blocks. Keep your left toe curled and lift your left knee up. Wiggle the left toe back as much as you can. Bring the knee down then on the mat. With your pelvis and your hips, go forward and down. First, hands block on the blocks. And again, your wrists are under the shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest up. Opening through your upper body here. Breathe in and breathe out. Deep breaths in for a few cycles. And we're going to keep the blocks there itself, and then we're going to come on our forearms and relax the head and the neck. Again, with your pelvis and your hips, think of going forward and down. Staying here for 5 cycles of breath. And let's reframe the hands back on the blocks. Now in this stretch, we tried and opened through the lower body as well, because in the lower body, we store a lot of tension and stress. So we're trying to also open into the lower body, releasing those unwanted emotions. At the same time, during the practice, we're trying to open through the chest, rib cage, the sides, to again breathe better. So come back with your blocks on the mat. Reframe your blocks on the desired height. And then again, step your right knee back. Step your left foot forward. Once you've done that, then you're going to reframe your blocks to the right corner of your room. Bring your blocks on the second height, on the lowest height, on the lowest level. Lift your right knee up, wiggle your right toe back. Bring the knee down. Take an inhale, lift your chest up, look up. And with your hips and your pelvis, think of going forward and then down, okay? And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. And then we're going to bring the forearms on the blocks. As we do that, we'll relax the head and the neck. Again, staying for 5 cycles of breath. Bring those hands back on the blocks. Again, bring the blocks back on the mat. Nice. And then from here, we're just going to slide the blocks slightly forward. We're going to bring the left knee down. Briefly, we'll go back to downward dog. So lift your knees and hips up. The downward dog can look like this. Your downward dog can look like this. Or your downward dog can look like this. Take a big, deep inhale through your nose in downward dog. And with an exhale, bring your knees down. And this time, use a blanket on the mat. And we're going to come into Malasana. So roll your blanket, fold your blanket. And we're going to step with our feet on the blanket, around hip width apart or slightly wider. So your heels are going to be framed on the blanket and your balls of your feet are down, your toes are down. Then slowly bend into your knees, keep the spine lengthened and come squatting down into Malasana, okay? So by placing the blanket under your heels, if your legs are tight, you give yourself a little bit of help of getting into this pose. And again, if this is difficult, then you can fold your blanket even further. This way you're going to get a little bit more height for your heels to be placed, okay? So in this Malasana, again, we're going to try and lift through the chest. So those elbows are going to push into the insides of the thighs. Lift your chest and breathe. Big, deep cycles of breath in and out through your nose. And then we're going to keep the right elbow just as is, so it's inside of the right thigh. We're going to bring the right hand down on the mat or the floor. And with the left hand, just gently press your left knee away and open your chest to the left. You can look up as well. Beautiful. Let's come back to center and switch sides. So left elbow inside, and then we're going to extend and reach the left hand down. Right hand inside of your right knee, right thigh. Press it away. Spin the right shoulder back. Open your chest to the right. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Just going to keep those blocks to the side for now. Then we're going to slowly come down, sitting on the mat. But before we do that, please step back into downward dog and just keep the blanket as is, okay? So come back in downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, rock forward to a plank pose. Your plank can be here. You can use your blanket as well to place your knees. Your plank can be here. This is the modification of plank. Just make sure you're not lifting your tailbone. Tuck your tailbone down and under. Engage your core. Beautiful. And then slowly exhale, bringing your chest down, belly down, elbows hugging in. And let's take a cobra next. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Shoulders down, chest is being pushed forward. And exhale on your knees again. And back to downward dog. Let's do that one more time. From downward dog, inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, you can bring your knees down and slowly lower down to the floor. Then inhale, lift to cobra. And this time exhale, just stay with your knees down itself, okay? So we're going to come now seated. Sit on the blanket itself. Extend your legs forward. Then bend into your knees and bring the soles of your feet together. Place both your blocks under your knees for some support. Catch your toes with your hands. Lengthen and lift your chest and lengthen through your spine. Take an inhale here. With an exhale, hinge forward, hinging with your hips instead of your spine. Not like this, instead like this. Okay? Bend your elbows. Relax the head and the neck and stay here for a few breaths. Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. The next breath, we're going to slowly lift the head up. We're going to lie down on our back, okay? And for that, just going to keep the blanket to the side. Now we're going to use our strap, so lie down on your back. And first, just keep the strap close to you and just observe your body. Just observe how the body feels after this amount of practice. And then from here, we're just going to bend into the knees, okay? Lift the feet up. And take your knees wide away from each other. Catch your knees or your shins and pull your knees in as if you're just trying to pull them to the sides of your body. And from here, we're just going to keep the left foot down. Take the strap around the balls of the right foot. Extend and reach the right leg up, okay? Wrap your strap around your hands and reach and extend your left leg down. Flex both your feet so you're spreading your toes while you're kicking your heels forward. And then gently, slowly start to pull the leg to the face. If you feel this stretch is a little painful for you in terms of the hamstrings, you can slightly bend your knee, right knee, just a slight bend, not too much, okay? Or you can just loosen up the hold of the strap and you can keep your legs slightly away from the face as well. And now just holding the strap just with your right hand, open the right leg to the right. Keep your left hand on the pelvis, on the left side of your pelvis, and keep pressing down with your left hand so the body stays in the center and you don't roll to your right, but only the leg opens to the right. And then let's come back to center. Hold the strap with your left hand. Open the leg to the left and actually turn slightly to your left. Good. Try and drop your leg as much as you can to the left. You can also use a block actually under your left foot to place the foot on the block. And the block can be adjusted to whatever height you like. And with your right hand, you're just going to place it on your waist, okay? And you're going to try and open through your chest to the right. Your leg is dropping to the left, but try and open your chest to the right. So your right shoulder is spinning to the right. We're not trying to bring the shoulder down, we're just trying to open through the upper body here. Again, with the same intention to open the lungs and improve our lung capacity to breathe better. Perfect, and let's come back to center. We're going to switch sides. I'm almost off the mat. So let's switch sides. I'm just going to lie down this way so that it's visible. Again, we're going to take the strap around the left leg, flex the feet, right hand on the pelvis on the right, open the leg to the left. Now you can obviously place another block here just under your left leg, okay, and anywhere actually, just for some support you can place a block. Of course, you can readjust the height of the block. We're going to bring the leg back to center. Just wrap the strap around the hands and just pull onto the leg a little bit. Feeling the stretch in the hamstring. And then holding the strap just with the right hand, just scooch over to the left a little bit to get some room and open or actually drop the leg to the right, using another block if required. And with your left hand, you're just going to place it somewhere on your belly or the waist and try and open through your chest and your shoulder to the left. Again, the intention is to not drop the shoulder down. If it drops, that's fine. If it doesn't drop, that's fine too. Perfect, and we're going to come back to center, release the strap. And from here, we're going to close the practice with a Shavasana. Obviously extending the legs and the arms out long. Or if you have things to do and you want to go ahead with your day, you can also come into a seated meditative pose. Or as you were in Shavasana, just be there for as long as you want to let the video get over, let the practice get over, and just be there. So do things and movements and even be still if that makes you feel good in the body. But if you're with me here seated, we're going to bring the hands to the heart center, closing the practice with chanting Om once. Deep inhale through your nose. Gratitude for showing up on the mat, finding time for self-care. Thank you, friends, for practicing with me. I hope this helps you in some way, and I'll be seeing you again super soon. Until then, be well. Om Shanti.